Thank you everyone for coming. Again, since I'm not running solo now, you can type your questions in the chat box. We'll catch them as we get them. We'll have open Q&A at the very end, or at the end of each main topic that we're doing. And if we don't get to your questions, we'll kick it to you via email or a phone call. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the review, kind of all the program updates we've done over the last month. I know we had a lot of releases this month, mainly so that we could get things Johnny on the spot for the taxes. So I'm going to cover the things we did for the ACA, the 1099s, and the W-2. Most of you have already ran the W-2s and the 1099s, so it's not like a big thing, but I thought we should cover it just to make sure everybody was on the same page. We did some big bug fixes in the account control that we use in the newer stuff. So that should help a lot of things as we go forward. Oh, hello, Sandy.
Hi there.
Hello, can you mute Sandy? Can you mute your mic real quick? Thank you.
I got her.
Okay. I just didn't want to talk over top.
All good.
So sorry, basically, yes, that's all right,
Sandy. If you can hear, my apologies. I had to mute you.
Oh.
My fault. Blame me.
Blame Jeff. Okay.
Blame me.
Jeff has the little target on his forehead. Okay, sorry. So basically, then we're going to talk a little bit about the next webinar. I don't know if we have a separate slide for that, Jeff, or is that just we talk?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Okay. So Jeff's going to first talk about the reviews program, which really wasn't on our agenda, but you guess he's going to talk about it.
Yeah. So the reviews program, this is the final month for our little program. We made a donation at the very end of January to the various Salvation Armies in the state of Michigan, like we did in December. We've gotten a few more reviews over the past month. That's fantastic. We appreciate everyone who has done that thus far. I know I've been mentioning it for pretty much every webinar we've done thus far, but it really is helping us. We're starting to get a little bit of interest from some other people around the country, and so we really appreciate everyone's help in helping in getting the reviews and showing people what we're doing and why this is such a great software. So if you haven't done it yet, please, I'll be sending links out at our end of our post webinar email. I'll be sending those out. If you could get just complete those whenever. There usually is a process. I guess for all three of the websites, they go through some like I don't know if it's a checking process of some capacity, where they make sure that it's not the software owners just saying 4 or 5 different, using different names and saying the same things and stuff. They verify whether or not you're actually using the software in some capacity. Maybe some people who have already done one can provide some more insight into that. But yeah, so from the time you actually put the review on, or you write the review, versus when the websites actually put them on, there's a little bit of a time difference. So we don't know when the review is actually submitted. If you guys want to let us know when a review is submitted, that'd be great. But we do get notified when they are actually posted to the website. So the only information we usually have is if it's posted to the site. When I send these out, if you complete them for the first time, let me know, and so we can make the donation this month, as opposed to when it gets posted, who knows when that's going to be posted. So again, default charity is the Salvation Army, whichever division serves your side of the state, whether it's UP in Wisconsin or Western Michigan or Eastern Michigan. It's divided straight down the middle. We're happy to do another charity, another food or medical related charity if possible, if that's your preference. We know there's lots of charities that everyone is very passionate about. We want to support those if possible. And again, those donations will be made on February 26th, the final Friday of the month. So again, those links will be sent out in today's post-webinar email. Let me know if you have any questions about those.
Hey, do we have any questions rolling in for that?
Does not look like it.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let's start with W-2s. I'm going to switch over to ProFund. And we'll go into our W-2 maintenance. Many of you have done this already. Some of the things we fixed, of course, is we had the years roll up properly, so it's reversed order. It used to be 2020 used to be at the bottom. So now it's at the top in case you ran this earlier. It doesn't let me go back a year, so I got to do 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and recalculate because it's quick. Click on the button. Then basically the things that we've modified in the W-2s was there's a lot of questions about box 12 and box 14 this year because we got halfway through a change in the middle of the year, and then the W-2 calc didn't pick up the change on how we're storing, whether it's a box 12 or a box 14. We did get those all straightened out in the end, so hopefully those are all correct on your W-2s. We did change the modified W-2s, so let's go here. We didn't used to have 14D, so we added 14D to being, so you have 4 places for the box 14 to modify. We just used to have the 3, so we added the D in. Couple other things we did, the locality name, we made that come up correctly. That used to show up in the state, and so we got the data and everything is now showing correctly in the locality name. I don't think I have anybody in this database that's got a local city tax. And also in the W-2s, we fixed a couple of issues on the creating the electronic file. You still get a warning that says you're the submitter is the same person as the person for it. That's just a warning. It's just usually what happens is it's a warehouse that submits to the federal government, not just your own individual. So you are in this case the same. So if you do get that message, it's just a warning message. And then we did update the W-3 to have there's something with the W-3 that we didn't quite have right. I can't remember what it was. That was so long ago. Feels like it was so long ago. I gotta pick a year now. 2020, all my employees. W-3. Oh, yeah, if you had the 501c9 government, the box was over here, I think it was what it was. We had to move the box to get in inside the square. So something simple, just a lot of little simple things that, just took time to get right, but now it's right. So next year we should have a whole lot smoother of a time. All right, so then back to the PowerPoint. 1099s. Yeah, we had more 1099 updates even right up to the last minute. Let's cover what we did there. In the 1099s, under payables, those are all it's strictly the reports. We did add a 1099 list, so if you ran your 1099s early, the list wasn't there. So I'll go ahead and run that. One of the interesting things about the 1099 list is if you just wanted to see who was set for what, you could put a minimum amount of 0 in, and then that shows you then all of your vendors that have set for a 1099 or a 1099 NEC. So in this case, I don't have any NECs set up, but it's just one way of seeing what vendors you do have set up correctly. And it's like this one, Michael, doesn't have a federal ID. So because we're not showing a federal ID, you should double check those to make sure they have one. Otherwise, if you did happen to pay Michael Fisher $500 or over $600, it's still not going to print a 1099 because we don't have a social security number on file or a ID. The other things that happened in the 1099 were the, and since I can't really do the NEC because nobody was in NEC this year on my data that I got at the moment. So 2020 minimum amount, let's just go 600. And then if you have, a state ID that you need to put in, most places you're not taking state wages or state money out for the people, so that's just optional. Occasionally somebody might. And basically, so it prints on the standard paper, so it looks like only 2 people in this case. So there's only 2 vendors that went over. Pretty straightforward. Prints on the overlay. It overlays on top of the form, obviously. And then the 1096. That again is the overview of the total year for all your 1099s. So this one, the issue we have here is you actually have to run this report twice, once for the NEC and once for the 1099 miss. So I'll run it just for the miss so we see something. So this is just a total cover page, and it's got the X in the right look. If you looked at one for real, it's got the X in the right position. So that's why you have to run 2, because the government only wants you to put 1 X in. You can't put 2 and combine it. So that's the 1099. So pretty quick. Go back to PowerPoint, see what the next part of it is we're going to cover. Oh, the ACA forms. Woohoo! Yeah, that one had a little bit of extra work this year because the ACAs came in and they modified the form on us quite a bit, but we were able to adjust quickly. Back under payroll. No, that's under HR now. Now, I don't know if, hang on, I might not have it turned on this. It looks like I have it all turned on. Payroll's all turned on. HR's all turned on. Why am I not seeing it? Anybody remember where the ACA forms are? Was it under payroll that ACA's at? I never run this. It's always Luke. Yeah, there it is. ACA tax reporting. My bad. Okay, I thought it was under HR. So, anyways, in here, if you take your healthcare plan and you want to manage it, as soon as you change which healthcare plan you do, it now fills out the zeros in the box for everybody. Whereas before it left the boxes not 0, it left it blank. So just a straightforward, little modification like that. Plus, the report itself had some layout changes, so we modified what we print out for the report. Yeah. Nah, I didn't set an object. Hang on. Yeah, it created one. What the heck? Yeah. So it didn't write out these zeros before. It left them all blank. It's like, yeah, all 12 months. Well, looks like that one did, but that's a summation. So, anyways, those were little changes we made to make it a lot easier to run for the ACA reporting. Oh, you know what didn't make it here on here? The call log changes. Well, let me cover those real quick too. Call log. Let me switch back. So in the call log, we made a little bit of adjustments based on input we've gotten. Things like townships now, it's in sorted order. Whereas, oh, it isn't. It's Charlevoix. Oh, come on now. Come on. All right, I have to yell at him. He didn't do it. He said he did. He even posted a thing he did. All right. Well, never mind. That's probably why I didn't make the list, because he didn't finish it. My bad. We did do some changes in call log. I'm not sure what they were, but I did modify some stuff in there. I know the call log report got updated again, the detail report. Okay, so time card view and permissions. This was a big one that people wanted to see. View time cards. I need to go and pick some dates where they might have some. Sounds like a good day. So the thing we changed in here is that the background, we changed the color in the background and the color of things. So as you go over top of time cards and need to see things, like I'd have to find one that has the equipment in inventory, but basically it's now white instead of having a green background, and it just makes it a lot easier to read and see everything. So that's really the only thing I wanted to, all that time to wasted to just to see that we changed the color really in the view time card. Not a whole lot of other things, but basically it's very helpful because a lot of people have been saying when they're looking at time cards, it's hard to see. Depending on your monitor and your settings, it was hard to see some of the words and text that we had. Okay. And then I think the last part of that was the account control. Nope, that didn't make the list either.
Do the next, hit the next screen.
Okay, hang on, I gotta click it. There we go.
There we go.
Oh yeah, the MyWAM. Oh, on bill code. So many things got changed. All right. So basically, the account control. I'll use the what has an account number in here that we do. I'll do setup pay types. So this account control here that we show for, you putting in an account, got a major update in behind the scenes. Really, not a whole lot has changed on the upside of it. Just a few little modifications, to make it a little bit smoother to run. Just so you understand, we still have the box mode, and the box mode works a little bit differently. So if I clear it, you can just go to like here, and I think I have an account number. A513. I'm sure there's one of those. So if it does find one, it will make it, will show the number in bold. But if I typed in something that really wasn't there, like TRE, you notice it has a red square around it, and shows that it's not valid. So it's easy to see. So A513, and then probably a 0 here, maybe. Nope. A513. Well, let's get a real number in the easier way, because I can just. So 513712. Okay, so if I go back to box mode, clear it again so you can see it, look it up. But what I'm trying to show was that you can just type in A513. Oh boy, can you remember what the number was? 721? And then a 1. Did I hit a 1? 72? No, it doesn't like 721. 712. I can't remember nothing. And then a 1, and it'll find, if you just type in enough of a number in the right spots, it'll find the rest of it and fill it out for you. That's all I was trying to show. And then of course in the other one, if You come in here and you go A513 plus 0. You get a tap. Nope, didn't find that. A513 plus 0 plus 721 plus 1. Oh, didn't find that. I guess it was a 7. 712. I always get it wrong. Jeez. 513 plus 0 plus 721 plus 1. Did I do that right again? 721 or 712? 712 figures. Can't get it right, eh? Good thing I'm not typing into your systems. I would be there all month. 0 plus 7 1 2 plus 1. Then it finds it, fills it out. You can tab off. That's all I wanted to show. Was basically that, you know, these used to work a lot differently even in our last release. So, you know, we got them relatively smooth. If you have any more suggestions on things we can do to improve it, let me know. I will certainly take those into consideration to make more adjustments to it. Let's see. That's really all I have on the account control. It's used in a lot of places. Like if you go into, oh no, I don't want to save those changes. If we go into, I believe General Ledger has a good one here. If we went in your funds and you go to that fund links page, you have a whole bunch of them here. And finding these was always an issue for people trying to get the right number. Okay, let's see. Next thing in PowerPoint was MyWAM change. MyWAM. Oh, MyWAM. The change we did to MyWAM, that's during the, I don't really want to run it because it's part of the tax report wizard, and that takes quite a while to run still. But basically in MyWAM, if you're using our benefits package, the benefit dollars that are automatically added to an employee's pay are not included now in the MyWAM reporting that gets sent to the state. The file that's generated and sent to the state has the right totals for each employee. That doesn't include the benefit dollars. Okay, and then bill code maintenance. Why is that here? I don't remember that. Jeff, why is bill code here? I don't remember any change to bill code other than we added the account control to it.
No, you asked me to include that as part of it.
Did I? I don't think so. I think you got that confused with next month or next webinar.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's because bill code is definitely part of that. But I'll show bill code anyways if people want to see it. It's under customers, bill code maintenance. Again, the biggest thing we changed, of course, was these account numbers are the new account control. So they're just easier to work with. Okay, so now I think we're open for questions.
Gotcha. Okay. First thing, hey, Bob Bowler. Did you run the check updates and see if that
Fixed assets.
The fixed asset wide activity report issue was taken care of? Well, I think did Bob peel off? He may have. Maybe change his name. Okay, well, we'll double check with Bob. Frank also said if you're going to talk about deposits, could we get a sort on the report cleared and open checks? Is there a rhyme or reason to the sort that we can explain? Because if not, if it could be sorted by check numbers, that would be much appreciated.
Okay, so doesn't really matter. It's a report. So if we go to which open report? The invoice?
Cleared and open reports for checks, or included and open checks.
I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? 2 down. Anybody? 3 up. Am I not in the right church? Did we put this somewhere else? Oh, maybe we put this in general ledger. Okay. Cleared and open checks. There we go.
GL,
okay, thank
yeah.
you. Whew. I'm just say. Didn't see it there. I was having a hard time. All right, so we're looking at status. I really don't want to see all checks. I only want to see cleared and unreconciled checks. And my high date, of course, is today. Why not? Sounds like a good day. And my low date, I'm going to have to go back a while because old data. September 1st sounds like a good one. And bank, chemical bank. Let's take a look. We certainly can do the sort. I mean, it's just a matter of getting what you want sorted. Possibly we'll have an option, but so the way this is sorted, I believe at the moment, would be, of course, the check date, I think, is what we sort by. Is it not true? It is not true. Check number, is that true or not true? I think we're sorting by check number, but maybe I'm not true here. No, because that definitely wouldn't be here. That would be up. Okay. I think what we're sorting by is actually by transaction type. Maybe not. Let's take a look. And no, that's not true either. I have no. I think we're sorting it by the wherever we find it. So what would you rather have? My guess is date, maybe. You can go ahead and unmute, Frank, if you want, instead of typing, if you can. I don't know if you can't, then just type to Jeff. What do we want to sort this by?
Check number.
Check number. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he asked for.
So I'm going to go check number, then check date. So check number first, and then check date. So if we have multiple checks, yeah, right. Okay. That will be done. That's a pretty simple change.
Cool.
Next, any other questions?
Andrea Herman.
Andrea.
On make deposits, could we add the column of the receipt number? That would probably be very helpful.
The receipt number in make deposits. I need to see what you're asking because, Andrea, believe me, I've been all over this thing and I can't remember left from right half the time what we were doing.
Yeah. Andrea, if you'd like to unmute to explain this further.
Yeah. Make deposits. I know it's here somewhere. Is it under general ledger? Can't even remember where we stuck it. That's half the battle for me a lot of times.
Well, under customers.
It's under customers. Thank you. I knew it somewhere.
Make deposits. If I click, every one of them, it gives me all the transactions, but I sort them by the cash receipt number. And so just to make sure I have them all, it would be helpful to have that.
So check number.
Cash receipt number.
Cash receipt number. So when you put one in, are you using CRJ or are you using cash receipting?
Cash receipting.
Okay, let me go to cash receipting real quick, and just to make sure I'm not. I don't want to discount your question. I want to make sure my brain is on the right road here. Okay, so I have cash receipting. All right, and the receipt number right here.
Yes.
This one, this little guy.
Yeah.
You'd like to see that little guy.
Yes.
Hang on, let me just get it right. In this.
In here, yeah.
In here. Okay.
Yes.
That I think we can handle for you. It may not be sorted by cash receipt number.
That's fine, as long as they're there.
But you can at least resort the column by, clicking on the
Right.
top of it if you need to. Okay. That all makes somewhat sense in a world that doesn't make sense. As you all know. Working from home is just not what I thought it was going to be. I thought, of course, I thought it was going to be all, cake and bonbons and, drinking as much alcohol as I wanted during the day. No, it isn't. Okay, I think we can do that. That shouldn't be too hard.
Cool.
Jeff, are you writing these down? Because I'm not, and of course I don't want to forget.
No, I was not,
Okay.
but this is
Can you
being
just-
recorded. So
It is being recorded, so we can come back to the recording.
Come back,
That's good.
yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, yes, Andrea, that will happen probably by the end of today, maybe tomorrow. Same with yours, Frank. Yours should be by the end of the day or tomorrow. Those are simple little changes that make your lives easier, not difficult for me to implement.
Gotcha. Well, cool.
And the other questions that now that I'm on a giving mood, to get these things, because it's like I don't use this. The thing is I don't really use this that often for our. We use it for our company stuff, but as president, I'm always in the. There's 3 reports I look at: profit loss, outstanding bills, and then I think what was the other one? Oh, the expense report. Yeah, those are the 3 that I look at, and sometimes I look at the budget report, but we often don't budget well. But other than that, honestly, I don't do a whole lot. So these are important things that I think makes it easier for you guys who are using this on a much bigger scale. Anything else? Because
Yeah.
I think we're down to wrapping it up. Aren't
Yeah,
we?
we're wrapping it up. I already talked about the next thing, which is the next
Okay,
webinar.
so next webinar, we already talked about that. The
Yep.
make deposits, which is bill code, going in your, setting up your bill codes to go to a undeposited cash account, and then moving, then the make deposit screens will move the money from the undeposited cash account into your cash account. That way it's tracked as a single deposit. So, as you're bringing in the little things, kind of like closing out a cash drawer, if you would, at a piece where you would basically write up the totals, and put those in as a single total, and then hopefully all the little individual pieces add up to that. Ooh, pretty cat, Andrea, pretty cat. All right.
Okay. Well, if that is all the questions, if that's all we have today, then that's it for us. Skipping ahead to the next thing I was going to mention.
Okay.
Our next webinar is going to be February 15th. We are going to talk about making deposits and bank rec and a couple other pieces. We're getting back to our normal schedule of webinars, obviously first of the month, and then around the 15th. So this will be the 15th. It will be 15th is a Monday in February. So 10 a.m. same link as always. And yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone there. Again, I'll have an email scheduled to go out in the morning with all the information and details. So yeah, but that'll be the 15th of February will be the next one. And we're obviously we are still looking for if there's anything specific that you'd like us to go into more detail about. Like we're looking for topics for our mid-month webinars. So if you have any ideas, send them our way. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about that would potentially be be helpful to other people as well, send it our way. We'd be happy to put together some content for it and show it to do it as a webinar. So let us know what we can do, and we'll get it done.